Moving on now back to our Juneteenth coverage. Many politicians, celebrities, and sports figures are also out right now talking about the importance of this day. Our sports director Darren Haynes is in Southeast D.C., where Washington Wizards and Mystics players are marching to the MLK Memorial. Hey, D.
Hey, Lorenzo. Yeah, right now we're walking actually past the Washington Monument. We started at Capital One Arena. We're walking to the Martin Luther King Memorial. But as you can see behind me, the Wizards and Mystics all together marching. I'll give you a better look at this. Well, you've seen Natasha Cloud, who's been a huge voice during this protest. She was in Philadelphia protesting her own. She has her fist up there. Bradley Beal also spoke with the Wizards fans. And one of the things that Bradley Beal was mentioning was the fact that Natasha Cloud gives a what's up, but one thing that meant a lot to Bradley Beal was the fact that he wanted to actually come out and do something this time. He's seen a lot of killings as far as in black people within the community because of the hands of police officers, and he wanted to come out and actually do something. This was actually Natasha Cloud's idea, and it all came together, and this is what you see as of right now as we walk to the Martin Luther King Memorial, Lorenzo.